Welcome to SSP Still Standing Podcast. If you're trying to build, trying to heal, trying to lead, or just trying to make it through another day, you in the right place. I'm here with my brother. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about yourself, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. Hey, SSC chat, man. Y'all do us a favor, man. Like, subscribe, share, man. Send it to your cousin, them, 20 of them. You dig what I'm saying? Spread the message. Well, yeah, we got a lot to get into. But we can start on the sports, what you were just saying, what you was going with the Cowboys.
The Cowboys just announced that they are planning on not working on a long-term extension for George Pickens. If I'm George Pickens, when I tell you I have I feel like I have leverage because it's like CD by himself, he's gonna get his numbers. But CD gonna get double teamed like a motherfucker to the point where George Pickens could be looked at as, I ain't gonna say like a decoy, but it calls CD to be a little bit more open because you got to worry about Pickens' ass too. If I'm Pickens, I'm like, hey, y'all don't want to pay me. Okay, cool. I'm out. And I guarantee you, with these 32 motherfucking teams, 31 teams, I guarantee you he can go to the Cardinals. He can go to the Jags. He can go. There's a lot of places. He can go to the Broncos. But he can go anywhere and make an impact. I don't understand why.
Jared Jones. What was the point of the franchise this year then?
Because Jared Jones is like, hey, cool, you did it for one season. Cool. I'm a franchise tag you. Do it again.
What you mean do it again? He did it with the Steelers.
He didn't do it with the Cowboys though. I feel like Jared
Jones with the Cowboys. He did more.
I'm saying last season was his first season with the Cowboys though.
Yeah, and he stepped up when CD was hurt with the ankle and all that. He stepped up. Sometimes, hey, he slouched. I seen it. But you know what I mean? But his good did outweigh his negative. And I'm a Commander fan. I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes he had to step up in that bracket.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Jared Jones, there is no change in Jared Jones' mindset. I've never seen an owner that wants the spotlight more than Jared Jones, bro. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot of owners that if I walk past him, I wouldn't even know they're the owners of certain teams. Jared Jones loves the spotlight. Jared Jones loves negativity when it comes to the Cowboys because sometimes negative publicity is still good. It's still publicity. You know what I'm saying? So he loves it, bro. He loves it. And it's sad how he treat majority of his players are black players. And the way that they're treated, it's so unfortunate, bro. Like it's a blessing for these players that play for the Cowboys to make this type of money. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. But the way they get treated is crazy to me, bro.
How they get treated, bro? What you saying?
How they get treated? The fact that Jared Jones is sitting here and has said time and time again to reporters about how he doesn't like the fact that they have agents.
Hey,
he called himself daddy.
He's daddy.
Do you know how that looks? That's not appropriate when you are a white man and you are a football organization. You are a owner of a team. Who are you to say you are daddy to these players? And majority of these players that play for your organization, for your team, is what?
For sure. We ain't gotta say that.
Come on, man. Come on now.
But track record though, man. He didn't pay Emmitt Smith, bro. Come on, man. Why would this be any different? He didn't want to pay Emmitt Smith.
You right.
He ain't had no problem paying Romo.
And do you know when CD was on that little stint for a little minute and he was backing out and didn't want to practice XYZ, he had to get help from Dak Prescott.
But Dak already knew to play though.
Yeah.
Dak don't even play that. He keep it business.
Yeah.
Keep it PG.
Yeah.
So that's why he spoke out. I know what it is. And the more Jerry play that game, ultimately, the more he loses, I guess, financially anyway, though. As far as the players, because you end up paying them more. Of course, he's a great businessman. He got more endeavors, you know what I mean? Real estate and other things, oil, all types of things, right?
Yeah.
But as far as football players and football deals, you end up overpaying because if you got Dak's deal done earlier, you didn't have to pay him that much. If you got CD's deal done earlier, you didn't have to pay him that much. And guess what? That leaves room for Micah Parsons. And then you can work in Pickens now.
And you also got to think, you do know Jerry Jones is the reason why you have all these sponsors when it comes to Bud Light, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all these companies that work within. Because you gotta understand, Jerry Jones had it was the mastermind behind all this shit. Having Bud Light and Coca-Cola and Pepsi, Nike, and all this stuff being branded within the NFL. So you mean tell me all these deals, you can't bring some of that money off to these players? All that money you getting from all these other companies, you mean tell me you can't branch some of that money off to pay these players of what they're deserving?
Of course he can, bro. But the like you said, bro, bad publicity is still good publicity. So, and maybe in his mind, like if I wait longer, I gotta pay him longer. So ultimately it's the best thing for the player.
Yeah.
I don't know how he think, bro. I mean, you look at certain teams like the Eagles that sign their players on time.
Exactly.
And you don't got to worry about it, and they can just focus on football.
And the thing about it is, and that's why I would say the Cowboys, and I'm saying this now, the Cowboys will never win another Super Bowl behind Jerry Jones. Something unfortunate has to happen. And that's all I'm going to say.
Why you say, even if that day come, bro, he didn't live the great life, great achievements.
No, it's
But
because
you do
he is
his son.
You do realize Jerry Jones, if being real, bro, Jerry Jones does not care about winning.
Nah, it's the money. It's the money. Yeah, for sure.
But it's a disservice to fans who want to win. That's the thing. That's what's so bad about being a Cowboys fan.
He keep playing you in the media, right? If I keep finessing you and you keep going for the finesse, that's not my fault at that point. If I'm stacking out the stadium, whether we 0-17 or 17-0,
yeah,
can you blame him?
It's still a disservice, bro, because he could have paid Micah ass. Clearly, Micah Parsons and him had a discussion, and knowing that Micah Parsons has an agent, cool. I just want my agent with me. I want him to hit. We a team with this. I'm not gonna have a conversation with Jerry Jones and not have my agent present. But if you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. But include my agent. He don't like people having agents.
With certain players, I'm just saying. Dez Bryant told a similar story, but like I said, bro, you could tell it ain't about winning for real.
And that's what's sad because every other organization, for the most part, you think the Philadelphia Eagles more worried about their money than winning?
Bro, you think the Cleveland Browns worried about winning or money?
I mean,
nah, bro.
No, what I'm saying is,
you think that the Jets are worried about winning or money?
That's all they have, though. They can't win because they suck.
No, they can't win because they worried about everything else but the actual product on the field, okay? It shows.
When but the thing about it is, one thing I can say, they do have loyal fans. Those are loyal fans.
And they use that against the fans, just like the Cowboys.
The only difference is the Jets and the Browns, even though they're loyal fans, they're not delusional loyal fans.
Yeah, because they
understand that they're horrible. And it's like, hey.
Because they never been there. Or it's way, way, way back when. Like, you still talk about a team that got 5. Some of their fans seen it.
Yeah.
Like, that's different, though. So you playing on people's heartstrings a little bit different. Them niggas, they loyal because of, area proximity, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And they ain't never seen it. So to them, they don't value the winning as much. If it happens, it happens. But my expectations have been set if I'm a Browns fan, if I'm a Jets fan. You ain't did shit since Joe Namath, bro. Come on now. I'm a Commanders fan. We ain't did nothing since Doug Williams. So, he has a right to do it.
I wouldn't even be mad at you if you don't even know your team's owner name. I wouldn't even be mad. Like, it's the fact that Jerry is put in his spotlight. He always want to be in front of the cameras. Always want to talk. Everything is about him. Like, everything's always about Jerry's world.
Has it not worked to his favor though?
But it doesn't benefit the Cowboys when it comes to their team at all.
It
only benefits in the sense of the players. It does not benefit them. Jerry saying some shit about some bullshit and about oil and all that bullshit. What does that have to do with signing these players that deserve their money? He is about self. He's self-centered. He's about himself.
Bro, what millionaire, billionaire not gonna be?
There's a lot of millionaires and billionaires that are on these NFL teams that are not as outspoken.
Hey, you do not. You don't. But just because you don't know them, don't mean that money don't come with the ego, gang. It ain't no NFL.
So how many other teams be acting like Jerry Jones when it comes to signing these players? What owner that you don't know of that is playing?
The Bengals owner. The Bengals owner. The fuck?
He signed, bro.
He signed Burrow and Chase. Look how he dragged him. And then what did they do with Trey? Come on, man. The niggas was not playing. Fuck all that shit, bro. They was not. If an NFL owner say they don't want to do that shit, bro, Daniel Snyder was one of the most toxic owners in the National Football League, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I was waiting to get rid of that man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just because Jerry be in the spotlight, he just learned that shit from Al Davis. And to his credit, it's work, bro. No matter what you think about, bro, it's work.
It's work in the sense of what, though? How does it benefit?
To his favor. He didn't already won all the championships. He didn't seen all that. That's what he feed his fans, the glory days. And then they didn't have good teams. They had Romo and goddamn T.O. and all that shit, bro.
And do you understand that they could have won way more if Jerry's ego won as high as it was? Do you know they could have won way more than what they won in the 90s?
What the fuck? Oh, okay, cool. We understand that, cool. But in Dak's younger years when he had Zeke, why they couldn't get it done?
You said what?
In Dak's earlier years with that good defense, and then when Michael Parsons came and they was getting all them picks, why they couldn't get it done, bro? That had something to do with Jerry?
No, all of the blame is not on Jerry. I'm not saying it's on
when Tony Romo had T.O. and they going 11-4, 11-5.
Just signing these players of what they deserve. That's what I mean. Them winning, them playing and them losing has absolutely nothing to do with Jerry Jones. Them players still have to perform the way they need to perform. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about when players.
But I'm saying, okay, even with Dak, right? He had to wait, right?
Yeah.
And then they seen that without Dak, they was not going nowhere with whatever the backup dude name, right?
Yeah.
So ultimately,
the backup. Who you mean?
Yeah, they put. Remember, Dak went out with the ankle injury before he got re-signed.
Oh, you talking about I know who you're talking about. He had a great rush. Was a rush?
Yeah, Cooper Rush. So when he went out, that whole little thing, right? But they ultimately saw like they was not the same team without Dak. So even with the way that Jerry's doing it, the players ultimately get paid more than what they would have if they had signed earlier. So even in that, the players end up getting more than what they wanted anyway.
Okay.
I think with Micah, it's just because Micah made it public himself.
Mm-hmm.
He brought it out. So then Jerry was like, well, okay, I'm willing to move on then. Because even Dak didn't make it public. Dez didn't make it public till later.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody kept it in-house. Michael was not really keeping it in-house. Even CD, he wasn't trying to do too much. Because you got to know, bro, you got to get paid. Like, you're going to get paid, especially like CD case or that case. You know you get paid. The longer you wait, okay, cool, Jerry, keep doing your shit, bro.
Yeah.
Keep on egging it on. Hey, get ESPN talking about it. Because by the time I sign, it's going to be more than what I was asking for. Because, yeah, it take him a long time to sign the players, but ultimately he do end up signing them.
Yeah.
So it got to be a tactic in that because that's a behavior. He done shown that time and time again.
But even in the situation of even like CD Lamb, he needed help from other players to push Jerry to sign him and give him the money that he deserved. Why does it take that? Why can't he just look at his look? He can use his own two eyeballs and see like CD is a game changer. CD is X. Why did it take that long for him to realize like, dang, let me go and sign him?
Because the cap for wide receivers was going buku. When you had Chase, you had Jettis coming up, and you had CD.
Yeah.
And that was, I think it was like the $30 million threshold for a wide receiver, bro. No wide receiver had been paid that much. Any owner was looking at it. That's why all the boys was waiting to do that deal.
So let me ask you
who got paid first.
Let me ask you a question then. Is George Pickens worth wide receiver one money?
Yes.
What would you do in this situation with the Cowboys? If you were Jerry Jones, what would you do in this situation? Not just announced. Just let him
go.
You'll let him go.
Yeah.
And you'll let him go, and then you'll be in the same situation that the Eagles about to be in.
Which is what? That was the position we was already in. Maybe I need to go draft somebody, give Dak somebody on the other side.
There is nobody in the draft that's going to put up the type of numbers that he did when CD was out. There is no receiver in the draft that's going to put up numbers and step up the way that George Pickens did when CD was out.
Because the only thing you can try to do is restructure Dak's deal, which is not going to happen. Restructure CD's deal, which is not going to happen, or give him an incentivized deal.
How many years? Give a rough estimate of how many years Dak been in the league.
What you mean?
No. I'm saying when it comes to Dak been in the league since 2016? Something like that, right? A rough estimate around like 15, 16, give or take. So let's just say he's been in like 10 seasons, right? And in 10 seasons, his ceiling is what? The second round of the playoffs? Is it the second round? Wild card? What is it? First round? What's his ceiling when it comes to playoff runs?
First round.
At some point, we need to start looking at him as being in the same conversation as like not even a Kirk Cousins. He may be a little bit better than Kirk Cousins, but with all that money that Dak is making,
yeah, he earned it.
Dak is an exceptional player. I'm not bashing him. I'm not slandering his name. But when it comes to getting the job done, the clock is fucking ticking, bro.
The clock is past tick. He don't even got to prove that. Yeah, that's over.
So
because your best team is gone. Your best roster is gone.
If he's getting paid that amount of money, hey,
who you gonna replace him with?
I'm not saying about replacing. They need to reconstruct. They need to reconstruct his contract.
But what if you don't want to do that?
Well, he needs to deal with the lackluster of the offense they're gonna have if they let George Pickens go.
And he's okay with it. You don't think
now it's all about just money at this point. So fuck the winning.
Bro, you think Dak ain't been on that, bro, with Jerry and how he played it? So it is about just the money to him. It don't matter, bro. All right, cool. I see how you play me. Nigga, when you don't trust somebody, bro, you don't trust them, bro. Don't matter. He played that too much at the beginning.
But let me tell you what happened when Tony Romo wanted his money.
Nothing. Got it. He got it.
Was there any issues at all? Was there any? We're gonna wait it out and see what happens.
Nah.
Why is that?
Tony was the people's choice.
Why no? Why is that?
Tony was the people's choice.
Come on, man.
Tony Romo was the people's choice.
Man.
He was a hero. So that's all, you know. No. But hey, man, I got a couple videos for you, bro. Couple reactions. I don't even think I showed you this one, so this is gonna be a live reaction right here.
I told you guys I was going to tell you about this racism that we see in healthcare. So I have a guy come in, Tampa Bay, born and raised. You know, he from the streets. You know what I mean? But he's not coming across aggressive. He's not coming anyway. But you know how they view us when you're from the hood. So this guy comes in and he comes in often. He just gets a shot. It helps with his foot. He has plantar fasciitis, and a lot of times he gets those flare-ups. So they give him a Toradol shot, and he's good to go. He's good to go back to work. It helps take the burden off. But then he comes in, and then we have a doctor who does not care to see him. He's in no rush to see him. He says he comes in often. You know, he'll get to him when he gets to him. He goes to the patient with an attitude as if the patient is a burden. And then with all of that nonsense going on, this guy ends up acting like the patient is a problem. He doesn't even give the patient the medication that he's asking for. If you work in healthcare, you know no one is begging for Toradol. But this doc made it seem like he was holding it like it was the key to heaven, you know? And then what was crazy to me, I told the guy, don't let him get you out of character, because the way he was talking to the patient was like real snappy. And I know dudes like him, he wanted to put hands on the doc. But what, you know what they'll do? Hey, you see how that guy's aggressive, call security. And they paint us black people as the you know, stereotypical aggressive types. And listen, man, we got to protect one another, because you see how that stuff happens in healthcare. So the doc doesn't give the guy the med. He discharges him and puts in another med that does not help the guy's situation. And it's just like, what did you get out of that? But the reason why I know it was disturbing and it was racist, and I don't care who's offended by that, is the fact that the guy, the very next person I go to, somebody said, hey, can you medicate somebody for me? I said, yeah, sure, I'll go there. I got some time. He put in the same medication the guy was asking for, Toradol. And typically they give you that little 30 milligrams to hush you up a little bit. He gave her 60. He gave her more than she needed, but he wanted to give it to my guy. The very next person that asked for pain meds is my patient this time. Guess what he puts in? Toradol. So my issue is, why did everybody get Toradol except the guy who was my skin color? Now listen, man, I don't care what y'all say about racism, and y'all try to deny it, but this thing exists.
I'm not surprised, bro.
I didn't show you that one because I wanted to get your live reaction on that one. That was a little bit more in depth. So seeing that blew my mind.
I'm not surprised, bro.
Not surprised.
Nah, I'm not. I've worked at a chiropractic center, right?
Yeah, that's actually why I saved the video, bro. I didn't know if you ever seen anything.
Yeah, I have. So, and I don't even care about speaking on this, but you know, the owner of the chiropractic center was a black man, right? And this is the crazy part. He was a little more accepting of a lot of the white patients who were snapping at him. He was a little bit more accepting of that versus patients who look like him. Certain treatments was limited depending on how they would talk to him versus his white patients. So he pandered towards more of the white patients, and they was blatantly disrespectful. And he would turn around and he would take that and then send those patients to me as the personal trainer, right? Because I dealt with the trainers, I dealt with the patients, make sure they do certain ultrasounds, E-stems, have them do certain exercises, chirotherapy, shockwave, all that stuff. They would talk to him like he was scum of the earth, like he was nothing. They demanded treatment. They demanded treatment that he knew them himself didn't need it.
Speak on that. What you mean?
So, for example, I had this one patient, and for some odd reason, he was giving the clinic a lot of money.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of shady stuff that was going on with that situation, but I'm not gonna speak on it because I don't know what went on in that situation. But this guy walked in and he wanted a same day appointment because he didn't have an appointment for that day, right? Buddy walked in, went to the front desk. He expected them to know who he was. I don't know who you are, dude. Like he expected us to know him the same way Dr. Cooper knew him.
Okay.
Because y'all buddy don't mean we
Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we get over there and he was like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm just here to see Coop. You know, I need my back adjusted." And we looked him up and we was like, "You don't have an appointment." He was like, "Yeah, just send me back there anyway. Just send me back there." And I'm thinking to myself, bro, that's not how this shit work, bro.
What you mean just send you back there?
Like I'm thinking to myself, and I go back there and I went back there to Dr. Cooper and I tell him, I was like, "Hey, such and such." He just came in and Dr. Cooper whole face just changed. And then he was like, just put him on the schedule. I'm like, that's not how this shit work. Like, you just can't, like, people are on, like, we have a lot of patients that come through. We just can't squeeze him in at a certain time just because he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we just send him, we're like, all right, okay, so we send him back. He's talking shit to Dr. Cooper. He's saying all kinds of disrespectful stuff to where it got to a point where I'm like, all right, I hope he say something. I hope he's not taking it. He sends them to us. The therapy that was prescribed to him, he told us, I don't want that. Let me have this, and that. Coop knows. He knows. I'm like, I know Buddy ain't gonna make me do therapy that wasn't prescribed to him. So I go to Dr. Cooper and I'm like, "Hey, Dr. Cooper, hey, he won't do therapy that's not prescribed to him. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? I'm not supposed to prescribe or do anything to these patients that wasn't prescribed by the doctor, right?" So I'm sitting there and I'm telling him what's going on. I'm like, he said, "What does he want?" I'm like, "I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying." A black patient comes in, right? He's on the schedule. He's telling Dr. Cooper that the therapy that he's been prescribed to him has not been working. Can he be prescribed X, Y, and Z? The nicest dude in the world. Dr. Cooper was like, I feel like if you just continue doing X, Y, Z, I feel like you'll be fine. He denied it. And I'm like, damn, like, and then when he got sent to me, because I'm the one supposed to be doing all the therapy on Buddy, he's telling me how much pain he in, X, Y, Z. I'm like, bro, like, him as a black man sitting here and will tap dance for these white patients. But then somebody who look like you is telling you that they in the type of pain and they feel like they get another treatment prescribed to them. He just blew them off. And I'm like, damn, like, your own people. So in the sense, it's like but the doctor didn't have to be fucking black or white. Sometimes it's like pandering to white people. That shit is unfortunate, bro. That shit is unfortunate. I seen that shit with my own motherfucking eyes. I'm thinking to myself, bro, he's supposed to be for us. Like, not saying he's supposed to look at us as like better, but god damn, Buddy said he in pain, bro. Like, help this buddy out, man. And me as a person who just a personal trainer, I have to listen to him. I have to listen to Dr. Cooper. I can't tell him this is what you about to do because that's not my right. That's not my place. But I'm over here and I know what the fuck going on. I'm like, damn, man, this ain't the first fucking time.
Yeah. And for healthcare, you really can't name the exact reason. Like for that, I don't know what Buddy reason would have been at all. I don't know how he grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if it was certain people pay more and that's how he view it. You know, but for the original video, like some doctors do feel like they hold that power.
Yeah.
And they can go about it however they want. And there's not a lot that mandates the route that they have to take.
Yeah.
And that is scary, bro.
Yeah.
So especially for the healthcare system, a lot more sisters die giving birth, you know, that's scary.
It is, bro. That is.
That says a lot. Certain medications don't get divvied out. But he said he gave him a medication, don't even do nothing for him. Like, come on, man.
And then the fact that not only did they prescribe that medication, they gave him a double dosage.
We skipped over for him. You know what? I'm going to give you that just because I feel so big and bad. Excuse me. And I feel like I don't want to deal with you.
This shit happens all the time, man. All the time. And me working there, bro. Like, if I seen the type of pain that certain patients would be in, especially this patient that looked like me, I'm not saying that I take care of all the patients. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I take care of all the patients. But the ones that I know that always respectful, always nice, and they look like me, I'm gonna take extra care of you just because of the respect that you give me. You know what I'm saying? So it be some patients who, you know, they get into car accidents, they, you know, they look irritated. It is what it is. But if some of them, they come in, for one, they faking their injuries because they really just want to be there just to get their goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? They just want to fake them injuries, like act like they hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like them the ones where it's like they used to tell me, hey man, I don't want to do this. Do you mind? Even though I'm not doing it, do you mind just put me in there? Like, you know, like I did it? No. This shit ain't finna fall back on me and come back that you ain't do this therapy. Like, hell no.
Right.
No.
You're right.
But it be somebody be like, hey man, you mind put it in there like that I did it? No. No. You finna do this fucking therapy. You finna get this work. You finna get this work. What you mean? Like, I don't know who you talking to, but this ain't the one.
But yeah, man, I mean, until there's some type of mandates or a situation happens, you know, situations like that just gonna keep occurring. So you just gotta stay in your body. Don't let, you know, people get you out of character because sometimes they have a ulterior motive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just keep your head on the swivel and stay alert, my people. You know what I mean? So another situation, bro, the one you did see. So, you know, Zara, we used to, you know, shop there in Germany. A young black lady was just looking around. You know, she had brought in some stuff she had already. And I guess they, you know, thought that the item she already had was something she stole. They chased her all through the mall to the parking lot. Mm-hmm. So she ain't even get out the mall. She pulls over and calls the police trying to get, you know, whatever type of charges pressed on the employee.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got a couple things to speak on that, but I'm going to show this video real quick.
So they chase this lady. They chase her down, or did they actually end up like getting her, or what?
No, that was her. She got in the car. She drove. She just drove away, and she stopped in the parking lot in the mall and called the police herself because she ain't steal nothing.
Okay.
So then the lady started making up stuff. She ditched it, and all this stuff. And then they rewatched the video, and she never took anything.
I wish they would show the video of her. Like, did she have like a bag or something already in her hands already? Is that how it was, or what?
I'm not sure on that part.
Okay.
But the young lady ended up calling the police herself. Like,
okay. I wish that they would have showed the video of them showing like she actually walked in here with whatever y'all said that she said.
They have it. They have it.
Okay.
Yeah, they have it. It's a little bit longer. I don't want to go, too crazy with the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have the video of them rewatching the surveillance cameras and all that, and she already had that in her hand.
Okay. Man, bro, like I said again, bro, this shit don't surprise me, man.
It don't, but it's 2026, bro. And one thing about it, right before the Army, I worked at Abercrombie and Fitch, bro. Contrary to belief, right? Bro, with the loss and prevention, bro, you cannot leave the store if you assume somebody stole something. Once you get past the couple questions and the bag stuff, hey, can I, see, in the bag, whatever, like past that game, and it might have changed. You cannot leave that store. You call the authorities and hope that the person ain't leave the mall yet.
So what you're saying is this could be a fat lawsuit.
This gonna be a mean lawsuit.
Okay.
Nothing in Zara handbook say leave the store and chase a person down if you think that they stole something. Then there's 3 employees. So who the hell on the floor? Y'all 3 then left. Whoever left in the store because y'all trying to chase somebody down being Batman.
Oof.
So it's like you got a daughter. I got 3 daughters. Like, just imagine that's your girl shopping, bro. Like, yeah, you're not surprised, but damn, bro.
And that's one thing where it's like that's something that I don't even think I would actually have a conversation with my daughter about. Like, even if you know you didn't do something, be prepared for the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some shit. It's certain conversation that white people don't have with their kids.
They don't have to.
They don't have to have. You know what I'm saying? But it's like conversation where it's like being stopped. It's some people. It's like make sure your hands are visible on the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure when you get stopped that you already have your license, your registration already there, so you don't have to go. You know what I'm saying? Grab for nothing. Make sure it's a protocol that you got to make sure you got to overly do the most to make sure that you go home at night, that you're still alive.
Programming fear.
And I feel like that's unfortunate when it comes to like living as a black person. Like, you don't know how it is unless you are in my body, bro.
Yeah, but I love this shit though. Excuse my language, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing because it's so far. Like, it's something that people will never understand how cool it is, how amazing it is, though. Yeah. Like, and I'm okay with it because that's gonna come with hate, bro. It's gonna come with hate. Yeah. But it is scary though, because like to even go through the employee's mind, what was going through your mind that would make you think it's okay to chase this little black girl through the mall? What in Zara is worth that much to make you chase anybody through the mall?
Man.
And they thought they was justified. No, they really thought they were justified.
I'm not surprised, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You walk in a Walmart with a Snicker bar, you eat it while you shopping. They see the wrapper, you stole something,
and they gonna treat it like that's gold to me. That's gold to me.
Like, I understand, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's certain protocols. You got to keep your head on the swivel in retail. But my thing about that is, bro, black people wasn't the most people stealing when I was in retail.
Ooh.
Hispanic and white folks.
Who was the most people stealing?
Hispanic and white folks. On my soul. So that's why it's so crazy to still see, like, you know, that level of racism at these retail stores. And then just to know the climate that it's in. Like I said, it is nothing in Zara. Even if the girl was stealing, then call the goddamn authorities.
Yeah.
There's not, you are not police.
They were trying to make a citizen's arrest.
A citizen's arrest, lame ass. And now you're gonna be fired. And now Zara gonna have to cut a fat ass check. Cause it ain't nothing they gonna be able to do. And black folks, I'm saying it right now, just how we did Target. Yeah, go on and do Zara. Drop them folks right up out of there, bro. Yeah, fuck all that. Let the little teenage YT girls have it and all that. It ain't nothing for you and Zara, gang.
Yeah.
Cause you just might get chased up out of there. But man, we got another situation, man. Somebody out here spilling the beans.
Not spilling the beans.
Out here spilling the beans, bro.
Not being tender. Not being tender.
The sun. If he does the same ways that everything kills, we're gonna shoot missiles and destroy some stuff.
Yeah.
But if you want to like win, if you want to like make the country do what you want, you have to put people there.
I was hearing something that we killed kids in the car. Did we actually?
There's been some collateral damage, yeah, for sure. They always die in war. So nerve agent is a chemical weapon. It's like Pandora's box.
A nuclear and chemical safety branch chief in the United States Department of the Army spills detailed information about their possession of nerve agents.
And lungs won't work, your heart won't work, nothing will work.
Revealing that a U.S. Army chemist was exposed to the nerve agent due to careless handling.
She's supposed to wear all this gear, and she's like, I don't like it. She's just like rocks and her own clothes.
Yeah.
And so it's soaked in her clothes. And just soaked very well on her skin. So she could literally start catching stuff. Other people would touch like a door, and then people would die.
Then goes on to reveal intimate details about the U.S. nuclear arsenal.
So you said there's missiles underground.
Also discloses that the United States military has no official plans to nuke Iran.
You know, we're not thinking about nuking anybody. We're not moving nukes. We're not going to do it.
And the exact methods that the U.S. uses to defend against nuclear attacks.
We have all these sensors in space. We have radars, all these sensors to detect along.
So, you know, my boy thought he was going on a date. A little young tender thing.
Again, that man's tender. That man was tender.
Bro, they told all about chemical.
As soon as I let her know about this information, I'm finna get some cootie cat.
What was his mindset on this one, bro?
I feel like he was gonna thrill out for letting them know. I let her know something that she wasn't supposed to know. I'm finna get so much ass after this.
Like what?
That boy's stupid.
Andrew, what was it, man? What was it? And you know what, bro? In Germany, we had a situation. Yeah, big colonel come up missing. Colonel was missing. They couldn't find him. I don't know. You remember that one?
You say you say he came up missing.
Yeah.
When was this?
Poland, one of them Poland trips. Remember they was talking about how the people in Poland, the tents and all that was messed up. Remember we stayed in our truck.
Yeah.
They had tents. So remember that, the rain and all that was going through it, and the top officers were staying in
Wait, you said Poland?
Yeah, it wasn't it one of the couple of them Poland trips.
I mean, you talking about the what was it? It was the Dragoon ride. Is that during the Dragoon ride?
I don't know if it was him. I don't know which time. I can't pinpoint it.
Okay.
But long story short, bro, soldiers sleeping in trucks, soldiers sleeping in tents with holes in the why it's raining. They staying in hotels, 5-star hotels. So then, buddy, they can't find them for about 24 hours, and they need them for a meeting. They can't find them. Buddy, he ducked off in the hotel with some Yameens.
Not some Polish. Was it Polish chick that she was?
Yameens.
Oh my God.
That boy paid to play.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and say he had about 2-3 of them with him, living that life. They end up just shipping dog off to Korea.
I don't remember that. That must have been a conversation that I don't know. I don't remember that though.
Nah, that shit definitely happened. Definitely happened though. But hey man, it all leads back to the ladies. Remember we was having that conversation about how who was it? She was basically saying, men do everything they do for women.
Yeah.
And even it shows, once again, he out here spilling the beans on nuclear sites, chemical agents. He said kids are collateral. He didn't tell her all types of stuff he thought was cool, bro.
And that shit wasn't cool at all.
And she an undercover journalist. And you lost your job.
Yeah.
And you lost your job on top of all of that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but cool, smooth. Say it was one of us, though. Boy, we getting dropped with treason.
Man, listen. Fire squad, man. Hey, you talking about?
We gonna be in 11 word. Ain't no way. He just, because none of that stuff he's saying is like a secret.
Yeah.
But also, it's still classified information, bro.
Yeah. And
you know how they treat that. Like, I had a top secret clearance, bro. It has nothing to play with, gang.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what his MO was, but
I don't know, but I don't feel like he's gonna be working for the government no time soon, boy.
Yeah, they're gonna have Buddy in the AutoZone real quick. He gonna be telling all the customers where they But you know what, bro? He the type that, they don't kick out. They give a slap on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes somewhere else and duck off.
Yeah.
That's all that is, bro. Sad reality.
Yeah.
So I got one more topic, man. It's a lot going on in America. You know what I'm saying? USA, and
see the jacket you got on. See the jacket you got on.
Yeah, you see it. Hey, man. So I seen this white dude, this older white dude, and he was trying to, give the people advice about protest. And our people not protesting.
Yeah.
We not protesting. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we in school, we going to work, we going to church, we going to the gym, we going to the library. Like, we doing everything else but participating in any of that, right? But we got to give white folks ideas, bro, on the right way to protest. So I'm going to play this video for you real quick. And I want you to get ideas so we can help them so they can succeed with fighting the powers that be, man.
Hey, give me 1 second, bro.
My dog didn't lift the chat, man. Let's see what else we got, chat.
It's a pleasure and honor to be here. I'm a little nervous right now. So y'all got bear with me. They only gave me 30 seconds. I grew up in Richmond, California. So we talk a lot. Shout out back from Oakland. It was during the filming of the movie Sinners. I got a little discouraged. I thought the film was gonna be a disaster. The homie Michael B. Jordan told me to keep my head held high. So here I am, winning an Oscar award. I never thought I could do this, especially being from Oakland. It's a pleasure and honor to be here. I'm a little nervous right now.
Hey, dog really pulled that one off right there, man, with the Ryan Coogler. He a goat for that, bro. He got range. I ain't know nobody was coming like that on social media. He definitely got range from the Atlanta to the Cali Johnson. Yeah, he on that. But dog real, then stepped aside. Let's see what these folks talking about, Chad.
Hey, Joe, you got handcuffs?
I may have a set or two.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got a blindfold.
Yeah. You can use anything for a blindfold here.
Okay. Yeah. That's true. You got the ball gag. You know the ball, the collar with the leash.
I ain't got none of that. My dog. I got plenty of them for my dog now, but I ain't.
Yeah, but you don't want to put the dog collar around your neck.
Yeah, around who neck? Around who neck?
You got the fur handcuffs, Ocho?
Huh?
You got the fur handcuffs?
Yeah, because I don't like the metal ones. They leave cuts on my wrist.
Ocho, you put the collar around your neck?
Oh, yeah.
You got the ones with the spikes, the ones with the spikes in them?
Yeah. So she's able to pull back so you can't run. You feel me?
What do you mean? What do you mean so you can't run?
Joe, when she get the ice, with the ice in your ass, Joe. And she,
Lord, Jesus Christ.
Joe, and she pulled back. Joe, hey, you gotta tell her use the left hand. Use the left hand so you can't go. So your neck jerk back, right? And you looking up. You looking up. But she back there with the ice, and it's like Joe, it's unbelievable, Joe.
You got an OnlyFans?
Who?
You got an OnlyFans?
Yeah, for my feet.
Bro, man, wow. Oh, you back, gang?
Yeah, I'm back.
How to upset CEOs and their families? Bring the protest to them. Bring it to their fun place. Yeah, their golf club, their high-end golf club, $100,000 to join, $200 cart fees, that place. Members only. They might have 300, 400, 500 members. Protest outside of their club on a Saturday morning between 8 and 1. The more people, the better. Yeah, they're not used to it coming to them in their fun place. That's really, really close to home for them. Yeah, you want to piss off some rich CEOs? Protest outside their high-end golf club.
He talking about white people.
Yeah, off the rip. That's what I'm saying.
Talking about us. He is not talking about white people. He is talking about them.
But once again, though, our people, we not the ones protesting right now. Like I said, man, we got other stuff to take care of. So,
imagine if we decided to rally up and go to a golf course. Do you know how that would turn out?
Selma.
It would be horrible, bro.
They gonna put the dogs on this, man, and the fire hose, boy. That's over. It's over. They arrested everybody. But I mean, hey, listen, white folks, hey, marching in the middle of the street and all that. That's for us. Y'all go to them country clubs, go to Whole Foods, go to the gated communities, go in front of the gates.
Exactly.
I'm not condoning this, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Hey, little protest there. Yeah. Hey, what sports they be playing? They be playing pickleball or something. What else they be playing?
What else they be doing?
Go to the gym, go protest it like Equinox. And
go to the YMCA. Go to
YMCA. Yeah. Go protest in front of Popeyes.
Yeah. No.
White
No.
folks definitely the number one consumer of Popeyes.
Real? My bad. I thought it was us. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see.
They try to sell it like that.
I just assumed it was us.
That person, you know, eating KFC. Come on, man. Come on, man. That is not us. Mama and them know how to make the fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Granny and them was, yeah, they the flour, they got all of that. Come on, the buttermilk, everything going crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, hey man, if you really do, I guess is that a good battle tactic? You think the CEO is gonna give a damn if 100 white people pulled up to protest in front of? I mean, golfers hate when it's loud, but if they just pulled up to that golf course, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go.
I don't know. I feel like that ain't gonna. That's definitely gonna piss them off. What the hell is going on? What is this? Hey, get away from my car. That is worth more than your life.
Oh God, bro. Hey, but it's kind of crazy because I feel like with all this, bro, they just feel like we gonna jump out the window and start helping them organize and protest and shit. Like, I've been seeing a lot of videos and think pieces on why Black folks are deciding to sit this out by white people. And I've been very confused.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if we are going to help them, it should just be from a behind the scenes type of, you know what I mean? That's the type of help we should get, you know, just help them with the paperwork, the admin part, where they need to go.
Yeah.
And the signs and how they need to paint, and you know what I mean? Like, we can help them with that, right? We can help them out. Yeah. We just don't need to be the ones that's doing the step.
Exactly.
Mark, we good. we good. But you know what's crazy?
What?
You think we'll help if they was really if it was like a lot of white folks asking us to help protest?
I think it'd be 50-50.
Like they actually came out and asked.
I think, honestly, I feel like as a Black race, I feel like we're the only ones that know we've been done wrong and we still help at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we know how to forgive easily, even though we've been done wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they went out and like, hey, we need help. I'm like, all right, we'll do it. We know y'all still don't fuck with us for real, but we'll help y'all out. I feel like being honest, I feel like we would still forget about all the years that they didn't give a shit about us.
For the greater cause. But we can't fight for the greater cause with ourselves, bro. That's the craziest part, though.
Yeah.
You can't forgive your cousin and them. That's the crazy part about being Black, though, bro. Like, we got a big heart and we help everybody, but with our own people, niggas start gatekeeping.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is that inside of us that make us want to feel like we can't help our brother and our sister to the left or right of us?
I don't know, bro.
Can't be nothing more than programming.
Yeah.
It's really all I can pinpoint it to, man. You just showed, you done heard the message about us so many different times and what we do and thugs and this and that. You know, you hear it so much, you start to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you start looking at your other people. So when you feel like you're doing a little bit better,
yeah,
you know, you just think about us the same way you heard it all your life.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, we more than that, y'all. We gotta band together, come together, take care of our family, you know, put our differences aside and start getting, you know, the small Black businesses back together, the Black banks, Black hospitals, because we just seen so many different aspects of racism, from the healthcare to the Zara. Like, it's still happening in 2026.
Yeah.
And it's blatant, and they play in your face. So that kind heart needs to go to your brother and sister, you know, your people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. But you got anything else, man?
Nah, bro, I'm good.
Yeah, man, it was a great show, man. SSP Still Standing Podcast on YouTube. SSP Still Standing Podcast on IG. Still Standing Podcast on Facebook. Still Standing Clips on Facebook. BB Hollywood _ on Twitch. OG Strange _ on Twitch, man. And we're going to be back tomorrow, late night episode.